Saturday afternoon.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's us. Your dad is standing right next to me.
Hiya.
Hi! Shouldn't you two be at Moe's right now?
Yeah, we're about to jump in the car, but we wanted to share some exciting news with you. Oh, first things first, though. How was your Christmas?
Well, I worked. And Tess and I made a Christmas meal you probably won't ever find in a cookbook. But we had a lovely evening. Thanks, Mom. Can I get the exciting news now, please?
Okay, so your dad and I will fly into Florida this September. I won a sweepstakes.
Get out of here. Wow, that's so awesome, Mom. Florida in September. Beats the PO weather, huh?
Oh, sure does.
Dad, are you excited as well?
I sure am.
Aren't you worried about flying there? Last time you came to visit, it took a few hours for that green tinge to leave your face.
Oh, Meredith, don't make it worse than it was.
Fine, fine. Maybe he just boozed too much on the plane. Have you checked if the flight includes free cocktails? Best bring your flask, Dad, just in case.
Hey, don't give your old man such a hard time. It's bad enough he had to miss his daughter at Christmas.
Oh, well. I may not have been there, but at least my boss called to interrupt your dinner. Sorry about that, by the way. Rest assured he was appropriately ashamed.
We all make mistakes, Meredith. Some of us just more than others.
I can't disagree there. Oh, hey, you two shouldn't keep Maureen waiting.
You're right about that. Your dad will go and get the car warmed up, right, honey?
That's my cue. Bye, Em. Take care.
Bye. Have fun tonight.
Thanks for getting the car all toasty for us, honey.
You're very welcome, dear. It's my pleasure.
We've been doing this for decades now. And I've never stopped looking forward to spending my Saturday evening here with you.
I feel the same way, Em. I'm a lucky man to have you.
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order? Or should I just write down pancakes for lovely Emily and a T-bone steak for Big Thomas here?
Oh, Maureen, your intuition never ceases to amaze me. It sure is pancake time for me again.
Big Thomas would very much like that, Maureen. Thanks.
You got it. Be right back, folks. Ashley, it's pancake time! And get the steaks out!
This will never get old. But Beth making surprise plans and this Florida trip landing in our lap got me thinking a little bit. If we're getting close to being able to do whatever we feel like doing, does that mean we should stay in PO forever?
And move closer to Meredith? To the big city?
No. I need space and fresh air and warmth. That's the nice thing about Florida. And it's not like your arthritis will stop acting up in weather like this.
Let's talk about it some other time, honey. We've got months and months to think it over.
Oh, wasn't it nice the way Meredith reacted to the news? Although I'm sure she's a little envious.
Perhaps, but she'd have a hard time trying to relax. She probably wouldn't be able to stop thinking about all the things on her to-do list.
Okay, folks, while Ashley's busy in the kitchen, it's time to fill Moe in on a few details. A little birdie told me you two were off somewhere fancy.
Maureen, I was planning on telling you and the girls all about it tomorrow evening. But I'm sure you've also heard it's Florida in September.
Florida in September. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
Thanks, Maureen. Have you ever been to Florida?
Are you offering your ticket to me? Oh, Thomas, that's so nice of you.
He's
Nice
something.
try, Maureen. Nice try. But the only one sitting next to me on that plane is my man.
Are you totally sure about that, though? I heard that a certain Walter Morgan will probably not be very lenient with holiday requests from the postal office employees.
Morgan. His bark is always worse than his bite.
If Walter Morgan gets in the way of that, I'll get in his way.
I don't think I'm supposed to actually run away, but sorry.
Oh, that means dinner's almost ready. Be right back, folks.
See, things like this, they bother me sometimes. Maureen's a sweetheart, but it's almost impossible to have a private life here.
That sure is true. But you take the good with the bad, and the bad with the good. I kind of like knowing everyone.
I guess you're right about that. Maybe it's the stress of those 60-hour work weeks talking. Oh, Maureen's heading this way again. Let's just enjoy our lovely dinner together, shall we?
We shall. I could eat a horse.
Look alive, folks. 2 plates of the good stuff.
Oh, Thomas, my dear, sweet husband.
The one and only. No autographs.
Oh, the sweetest man alive. Always prepared to help out anyone who asks for a favor, even on his Sunday off.
Okay, Em. What needs doing?
The motel called, and, well, the TV crew would very much like to rent some movies from the Flick Shack today. But I couldn't just let poor little Angie ferry them over in this weather, so...
So you promised them I'd do it?
Bingo! Would you, dear? Pretty please.
Of course, Em. You've been so busy lately. It'll be my pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. Tell you what, I'll make some extra tasty snacks for your poker night tonight. How's that?
It's a deal.
Thomas Weiss, as I live and breathe. What in tarnation are you doing out and about in the mail truck on a Sunday?
Came to pick up some movies for the TV crew.
Oh, I know. Your wife called ahead.
Happy to do it for Emily. And for you. And for the TV crew. Parts of it, anyway.
But first things first. So, what's the hot gossip on these out-of-towners?
Well... Ilsa Richter is their producer. And that's all I know, really.
Oh, her? I've met. Came into the store yesterday asking about P.O. and whether I liked it here. Cute as a button, that one. And only in town for a couple days. Perfect for a girl on the rebound. Shame she's into men. One in particular.
Really? Which one?
The way her eyes lit up when she mentioned that colleague of hers, Gabriel. Trust me, a girl knows. What about the rest?
There's Gabriel Serrano. He's the sound guy. Other than that, I have no comment.
Boring. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. According to Emily, our intrepid reporters have 2 rooms equipped with VCRs between them. One for Connor Price, KNW6, and one for Ilsa Richter.
Great. I know what we should get for Connor. Got any motivational tapes on how to win friends and influence people?
Great idea. But Connor's already made his pick. Octopussy. It says it's James Bond's all-time high. I guess they forgot about that time you went to the moon.
Fine by me. And what did Ilsa choose?
That's where we come in. See, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with her colleague, Gabriel. Thomas, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with Gabriel.
Your putting emphasis on seemingly random words has not helped me grasp what you're suggesting.
No, I think you get it. We can guide Cupid's arrows in the right direction, if you know what I mean, by picking a lovey-dovey movie. After all, 'tis the season.
I'd say Valentine's Day would be the season, but point taken.
You and Emily are regular customers, so you know what I have available. So, which film will it be?
Let's go with Love Story. Or is that too on the nose?
It's perfect, and we won't risk being too subtle. It has love right there in the title.
Great. Love Story it is.
The dynamic duo of stupid Cupid strikes again. Although I suppose this is our first strike. Anyway, here's hoping that this is the start of a beautiful love story.
We'll see. Anyway, I'd best be on my way, getting these to the motel.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Thomas. My car, much like myself, is not built for snow. Say hi to Emily.
Will do. Bye, Angie.
All these busy people hurrying along. They're not on the phone, they're all worried something's wrong. Making it important to be the first in line. So when the cookie crumbles, the best piece they will find. Oh, we're racing to a red light. Tried them in plain sight. We are racing to a red light. Get me wrong, I'm not trying to swear free. Just as bad as you, and sometimes words you see. But all is crazy, right? I'm looking for the breaks. Come join me in the search. I think that's what it takes. Oh, we're racing to red light. It's right there before our eyes. Somehow hidden in plain sight. We're all racing to red light.
Special delivery. Movies from the Flick Shack.
Right. Well, great news. You get to play belated Santa yourself.
Room 6 for Richter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Movie delivery for car problem solver Ilsa Richter.
Yes?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Price. I thought this was Ilsa's room.
No, that's room 9, but think nothing of it, my guy. Ooh, you got me my Bond movie.
Here it is. Don't forget to be kind. Rewind.
Love it. You know, Moore's an even better 007 than Connery. He just oozes that classy British wit. Thank you so much. Dun, 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 ta-da, ta-da, pow.
Movie delivery for Ilsa Richter.
Yay! Good to see you, Thomas. So, what movie did you and Angie pick for me and Gabe?
Here you go.
Love story. Haven't seen this one. What's it about? Tennis?
Good one. Not about tennis, but it's still pretty ace.
Ha ha. I'm sure it is. Looking forward to it. Let me guess, this was Angie's pick.
100%. The post office strives to remain neutral in all matters.
Okay. Well, color me curious. Hope it's age appropriate for big old puppy dogs. Oh, speaking of, on your way out, could you give a quick knock on Gabe's door? Just so he'll know it's movie time. It's room number 2.
Will do.
Great. See ya.
Man, they're just all using Thomas, aren't they?
It's movie time, Gabe. Get your butt over to room number 9.
Thanks, Thomas. I'll be right over.
My work here is done.
Okay, Ben. Question for you. Do you have that ace or not? You don't have to say yes or no. Just say anything. All I need to hear is one word from you to know if you're bluffing. Nothing? Not even a twitch or a blink? All right, I'll do the talking. I'm all in.
Call.
And he just instantly calls me. Great. I don't even need to see your hand. Well played, sir.
Thanks, Jack. You got unlucky there.
I don't know. I just don't have the patience for poker. You know, reading a poker book ain't gonna change that. Hey, Thomas? Why are the curtains closed, by the way? Last time I checked, home games are legal.
Oh, I don't know. Just feels more cozy, I guess.
Thomas, we don't need to keep this a secret. Walter Morgan's on my tail. Someone snitched on me, and now I need to lay low until I have a good enough alibi.
Morgan again? What'd you do, Frank? I hope you didn't put ladies' underwear in his briefcase again.
And please tell me you stopped putting dead rats in his exhaust.
The classics. No, I didn't prank him at all this time. He's just out to get me. All I did was sell fireworks to someone. He said something about that being my third strike. I might actually lose my job, fellas.
We won't let that happen, Frank. We'll think of something.
Thanks, Thomas. I've been racking my brain, but I can't come up with anything.
I'm guessing they don't have any photographic evidence. Pictures of you selling these fireworks?
Just that there's a guy fitting my description. What are you getting at?
I might have a little plan. But let's first play a few more hands. I'm down almost 30 bucks.
One sec, Jack. Frank, I'm curious. We know Walter Morgan has a few reasons to dislike you, but why do you dislike him?
I could tell you why, but it's not a pretty tale. And it better not leave this room, kitchen.
Sure, Frank.
My lips are sealed, for once.
You know I'm no snitch, Frank.
Thanks, boys.
Frank,
All right,
hey.
so this one time back in
No,
the summer of
you-
'69, it was before I started working in PO. There were a couple of pesky stray dogs wandering around HQ. I say pesky, but they never really hurt anyone. Just got a little excited if you walked past them eating a sandwich or whatever.
Why do we care
Can't blame
when
them,
we're
huh?
gonna find a guy?
They were hungry, even though I fed them every now and then. Morgan found out, of course, and after one complaint too many, he took matters into his own hands, or should I say, feet. He lured a couple of them behind his car, and before I knew what was going on, it was too late. I heard a loud and gut-wrenching howl. I saw two dogs run away, and Smokey, my favorite one, limped after them. It's the last time I ever saw those sweet dogs. And Walter Morgan looked me straight in the eye with a smug grin on his face, and he said, "This is how you do a proper job, Frank." I can still see that grin when I close my eyes.
Okay, that does it. Walter Morgan is now on my eternal shit list. And I'll make sure the rest of PO knows about it.
Poor Smokey. Dogs can survive a broken leg, right?
What a despicable human being. I can't believe he did that.
Well, he didn't. I was joking, of course. I don't really have a good reason for disliking Walter Morgan. That boring old pencil pusher just rubs me the wrong way.
Damn it, Frank, you had us good.
Okay, folks. Ante up. Here we go again.
Psst, Thomas, over here.
Hey, Frank. What are you doing there?
I'm trying to stay out of sight. Looks like Morgan will be at the post office all day. Listen up. Jack and I cooked up a little plan. I'm sure Morgan will be gone soon. But I gotta get out of here now. You haven't seen me.
Time for the Monday morning, PO. We're starting this week with a warning from Lucinda.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Hi, Jack. KNW6 TV crews filming in PO yesterday with Connor Bryce. As a big fan, I just had to ask him for an autograph. He asked me for my name, but he kept calling me Linda.
Bunny, you're so funny.
parcel.
Now that I'm older and I've settled down,
Nobody's home.
plus it helps. I married a Jew, and now she wants a Christmas tree. What am I to do? I told the baby I didn't think this would matter. Besides those damn trees, they're a real fire hazard. Now as you know, the doctor just diagnosed me with something called DTCTFSD. It's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my mother, the day that lives in infamy. I swear I'm not a liar, Daddy.
McGill's got such a great price on this house when the Sugarmans moved away.
Oh, I swear I'm not a liar, Daddy. Lit the Christmas tree on fire.
All these busy people hurrying along. They're not on the phone, they're all worried something's wrong. Making it important to be the first in line. So when the cookie crumbles, the best be
Oh, what was that? A fox? Oh wow, look who's here.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to swear free. Just as bad as you, and sometimes.
Okay, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay, let's get this in one. I'm freezing my ass off. When Chekhov saw the long winter, he saw a winter bleak and dark and bereft of hope. Yet we know that winter is just another step in the cycle of life. In the summer months, this lake is bustling with activity. As the local fishermen cast their rods, the tourists plunk down hard-earned cash to rent a boat. Not so during this particularly harsh winter, however. Now the watery heart of Providence Oaks finds itself completely frozen over. No, that won't do as an analogy because now we're sort of implying the residents have grown cold-hearted during the winter. Doesn't work, doesn't scan.
Yeah. And what was with that Chekhov stuff?
I don't get it. Chekhov? Like from Star Trek?
All right. Let's try something else. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. How's it going?
Oh, don't mind me. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
Hey, listen, how about I ask you a couple of questions on camera? Just simple stuff about the town.
I'd rather not. I'm a bit camera shy.
You'll be fine. You're a natural. Just move over here. Are we both in the shot?
Yeah, that's fine.
This'll be great. The lake as a backdrop. Perfect. Let's go. All right. This is...
His name is Thomas Weiss.
I knew that. Thomas and I go way back. As the local mailman for truly countless years, Thomas Weiss knows Providence Oaks like he knows the back of his own hand. So, Mr. Weiss, how would you characterize this small, cold town and its warm inhabitants?
That's easy, Connor. In the eons I've been the local mailman, I've learned one thing. Providence Oaks seems simple enough, although it's not without its complexities. Nevertheless, when the low winter sun hits that shimmering water just right, you realize Providence Oaks is breathtaking. And you'll know what will always ring true is, this is home.
And cut. Ah, that's so sweet, Thomas Weiss. Completely unusable, but sweet. I know I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, that went well, kind of. Now, let's scout out the establishing shots at the far end of the pier. Let's go, Connor.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Gabe, you can take 5. My advice would be to take those 5 in the van to reduce the risk of any further ass freezing off incidents.
Noted. Thanks, Ilsa.
It's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky. It's what we choose to be. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what
Mr. Weiss, Thomas, sir.
Hi, Gabriel. What's up?
Just that, well, we'll be ringing in the new year right here in Providence Oaks. So, my mom is shipping over my tuxedo. Can you make sure it arrives okay? She says she clearly marked the package Serrano Room 2.
No, of course. Mailman's promise. Was that all you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, there is something else I wanted to ask you about. I guess I'm curious. How did you, woo your wife?
It's pretty simple and cliched. She's my high school sweetheart. I took her to the fairy tale dance. We snuck off to smooch under the bleachers, and the rest is ancient history. But I'm guessing that doesn't help you with what you really want to know. You want to know if you have a shot with Ilsa.
Shh, keep it down. Don't mention her name. But yeah, I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. It's just, you seem like a wise man. I'd really appreciate your advice.
Well, okay then. My advice is to go for it. You like her a lot, and it's pretty obvious that the feeling's mutual.
Wow. And is that your definitive judgment?
Absolutely. That's the best I can do.
All done. Hey, what are you two schmoozing about?
A mailman never tells.
Excellent. Now start the engine, Gabriel. We're rolling out pronto. Man alive, it's cold today.
On it, Mr. Price. Thanks, Thomas. You've been a huge help. So, take good care of that tux, yeah?
Will do. Bye, folks.
Hi, Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Got a delivery for the diner, Kay?
Great. Not from the general store, I see?
Don't think so. It seems way too heavy to be full of hot air.
Oh well. Okay, so before I leave, we had this awesome girls' night yesterday thanks to Beth. It was hilarious. When I first saw where we were going, my brain went, oh my god. And when the guy showed us what we were going to do, my brain went, oh my god. And when we started, it was so yuck, but also so cool, you know? I've never done anything like that before, and I love that I got a chance to find out. But then again, I doubt that I will ever try it again.
Ah, yes, the girls' night. What did you end up doing?
We made haggis.
You made whatus?
I said haggis. It's a Scottish dish made from a sheep's liver, lungs, heart, and suet, all stuffed into a sheep's stomach. It's this fascinating traditional gourmet staple stemming from the 15th century, would you believe? Poems have been written about it.
It does sound like the beginning of a very bad limerick.
Ha ha! There once was a lass from St. Lagis. It was so gross. I'll have nightmares about zombie sheep for weeks. Bleh. Okay, hate to leave you two, but I really have to sort out this delivery ASAP. And Maureen will go bananas. Talk soon. Thanks again for the great evening, Beth.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Well, now, I really should get back to the grind as well. Those New Year's price reductions aren't going to fix themselves.
Okay, rather you than me. See you soon.
All right, see you soon, Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, hello there. Could you be a sweetheart and bring that over to me?
Of course.
Oh, careful now. Robert cleared most of the snow, but it's still a bit slippery. Thank you so much. If only I still had the balance and agility of my feline friends. Oh, and good day to you, of course.
Good day to you too, Mildred. And Genevieve.
Thomas, honestly, this isn't Genevieve. It's Mortimer. They look nothing
Mortimer.
alike. Isn't that right, Mortimer?
Oh, pardon me. I can't quite keep track of all your cats.
Well, I do have a lot of them. But not quite as many as there are streets in Providence Oaks. And you can keep those apart. So, what do you have for me today, Thomas?
Just a letter.
Let's see. This sounds interesting. Apparently, I need to make a few copies of this letter, and if you send this letter along with $5 to the first 6 people on this list, your name will be added to the bottom. Soon enough, your name will rise to the top. Then many people will send you $5. You will earn lots of money with one small investment. Oh, what a great idea! What do you think, Mortimer?
Mildred, that's a classic chain letter scam. Don't fall for it. No one ever got rich off of one of those. Well, except for the post office.
Are you sure, Thomas? They make it sound so easy.
Trust me on this, Mildred. If you've seen one pyramid scheme, you've seen them all.
$30 is quite a bit of money. I'll think about it.
You do that, Mildred. See you at Moe's tomorrow night?
Probably. Bye, dear.
And the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. Playing chases puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are fast,
And that's the last one. Whew.
some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, they leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September.
Hey, Thomas, have you seen Jack?
Nope, I haven't, Frank. How did it go with Morgan?
Didn't happen yet, but I need Jack to pull it off. I'm a sitting duck right now. I'm toast if Morgan suddenly shows up.
Don't worry, Morgan has probably left P.O. already.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry for interrupting your conversation. Mr. Coleman, I see you've managed to be present at the job position you're currently holding. I think it's time you and I had a little chat inside the office.
Mr. Morgan, it's so good to see you again. A little chat sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid there's an extremely urgent parcel I have to deliver right now. So stay put, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes.
You can stay right here, Frank. I'm sure Mr. Weiss would be happy to deliver that package for you. Right, Thomas?
Wrong, sir. If you think I'd do that, you're terribly confused.
Excuse me, sir? Hi. Hello. I heard you were looking for a guy in a light blue shirt with a mustache to purchase illegal fireworks in the parking lot of the post office? Well, you found him.
Illegal fireworks? Who do you think I am?
Sir, you don't have to keep your guard up. Frank and Thomas here both know me very well, and I'm sure they won't tell a soul about what you're doing right now. So, what will it be? I've got rockets, Roman candles, fountains, sparklers. I even have barrages that'll give you a fireworks extravaganza that you won't ever forget.
I think there must be a misunderstanding here. Please, don't put Mr. Morgan in this position. If people walk by and see this, they might snitch on him and get him into trouble. He could even lose his job over this.
Drive home and pretend I did not just spend 3 days in Providence Oaks for absolutely nothing.
Sir, if you take a left at the deer statue, you'll eventually pass my barn, and I can fill your trunk there in just 1 minute. Do you have cash on hand?
Gentlemen, I'll be back next year. Frank Coleman, your luck will run out one day.
I wouldn't bet on it. Tally ho, Morgan.
Boy, oh boy.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Hello?
Evening, Thomas. It's Maureen.
Oh, hi, Maureen. If you're looking for Emily, she's at the motel right now.
I was actually looking for you, Thomas. I don't know what to do with this Nancy situation. I get so worked up just thinking about it. And that usually gets in the way of doing the right thing, you know? I need to talk to someone who's a bit more emotionally detached from the situation.
How can I help you, Maureen?
Simply put, I don't know if I should give in to that Nancy Carlisle and her overpriced snacks, or tell that woman to take a hike. But then we'll end up with a lackluster New Year's Eve party.
The horror of a New Year's Eve party without a decent snack selection. That's not a difficult choice for me.
So you're saying I should go against all my principles just because of some snacks?
It's not just the snacks, Maureen. But sometimes it's better to take the high road. This town is too small for everlasting feuds.
I think you're on to something there, Thomas. I'm not yet totally sure what I'm gonna do, but at least my mind's at ease now. Thanks for lending me your ear and advice. You're a doll.
It takes one to know one, Maureen.
I hate to admit it, Klaus, but if it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner.
You can't say that about the other guy.
You betcha! You made a mess, man. Blood and guts everywhere.
It's not the first time I've made Schweinbraten without cooking.
All right, it is New Year's Eve. And of course, Thomas has to work here. So, ooh, he's got a lot of mail to do.
Bright and beautiful. Which brings us to the last PO positive or pet peeve of the year. It's one from yours truly, who'd like to end 1985 on a positive note.
PO positive or pet peeve?
We all know PO is the best place in the world.
Uh-oh, I'm at the wrong house. Yep.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Of course, Thomas. Oops. When you gaze on witchcraft. Witchcraft. I don't know if we should have went this way or not. Yeah.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
I should have a new booking system ready in a few weeks.
There we go.
Special delivery for a Mr. G. Serrano. He's not in. I could leave it at the reception, I guess. Nah, better leave it with Ilsa. Room 9. Knock, knock.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, is that Gabriel's tux?
Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the Weiss guarantee.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Right then, I'll...
I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, when I use my witchcraft. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well...
Great. So... See you tonight at the diner. Oh, and thank you.
My pleasure, Ilsa.
Oh, hey, Thomas. We're about to do a little interview, but you're welcome to listen in. Mr. Price, you know Thomas Weiss, don't you?
Sure do. You're resident mailman, am I right? Good to see you, man.
Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'll just be a fly on the wall here.
That was Open Sky by Velvet Moon, one of my favorites. Folks, we have a special treat for you today because I have a guest here at the Reynolds studio. You know that happens from time to time, but today it's a bona fide big shot. None other than KNW6's own newsman extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Price.
Thanks for having me, Jack. Always nice to talk to a fellow broadcaster. So, how long have you been doing this local show?
Coming up on our 10th anniversary, Mr. Price. But you've been at KNW6 for longer than that, no?
Yeah, it's been... Gosh, can you believe I started there way back in '66? As a segment producer on Portland Rise and Shine. Still remember the title of my first item, too. Is Poplin Still Poppin'?
That's a great title. And yet, this is the first time you've come to Providence Oaks.
First time staying a while at any rate. So, Mr. Reynolds, how would you describe this town?
Well, I'd say it's a... Hey, wait a minute. Who's interviewing who here? I'll ask the questions, thank you very much.
Apologies, my friend. Just can't help myself. Always chasing the story, me. It's the commitment I've made to our viewers. The price guarantee.
So, what stories are you chasing here in P.O.?
Oh, you know, just trying to capture the old couleur locale. I must say, the people here are very friendly, and I hope the feeling's mutual. Right, Thomas? That's Thomas the mailman over there. But never mind, he's not mic'd.
Yes, and no, I'm not.
You don't say. Because we happen to have a little section called P.O. Positive or Pet Peeve. You might have heard of it?
Can't say I have, but I do like the alliteration.
Well, Lucinda Boyle called in a pet peeve yesterday, saying you were quite rude to her when she asked you for an autograph.
Well, I'm sure that was a misunderstanding. See, I must have been on a really tight schedule, because otherwise I'd do anything for a fan. That's...
The price guarantee, right? Sure. Anyway, we'll be back with Connor Price, KNW 6-star reporter, right after this.
What the hell, Jack? Ambushing me like that live on air?
Relax, just joshing you a little. But I'll let you plug the heck out of this Oregon Trail thing you're filming. How's that? We'll make sure everyone in town fully cooperates with your crew in the home stretch.
Well, speaking of the home stretch, I better get back to my job as a serious broadcaster. It's been real, pal. Can you believe this guy? Sheesh.
Someone in broadcasting being slightly obnoxious? Unheard of.
Huh. That's the thanks I get for stopping by amateur hour.
Sorry you had to witness that, Thomas. Made for good radio, though, while it lasted anyway. I'll see you at Moe's tonight, yeah? You don't want to miss what Frank's been cooking up.
Can't wait. See you there. A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
Thomas, it's good to see you. Thanks again for the little chat we had yesterday evening.
Have you made a decision on what to do?
Yep, and I hope it's the right one. But I guess some situations don't have a perfect solution. You'll find out tonight, Thomas. We'll have a grand old time regardless.
Sit on couch. Okay. Too bad he can't like have a glass of coffee. Cup of coffee. Oh, yeah. This ice. This ice on the road.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, let's get this to its destination. They must be out of town for the holidays.
I'm gonna go up here and deliver this mail.
Fancy handwriting on this one. The last delivery of 1985. A momentous occasion, to be sure.
Weiss residence, Tuesday evening.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's the Weiss family again. We wanted to wish you a happy new year before we're going to Moe's.
Hey, thanks. We've got a little over an hour left here before it's 1986.
You'll watch out for those fireworks, won't you? They're so unpredictable.
I will. I'll probably stay inside anyways.
We've got 4 more hours to go, but Happy New Year! I'd rather be early than late. Oh, did you guys make the deadline?
Thanks, Dad. Yep. And we're all a bit drained, but still in one piece. Some guys from the office were going to do a ER Kung Fu tournament, but I didn't feel like it.
A Kung Fu tournament? On New Year's Eve?
Yes, Mom, it's a video game. But Tess and I are going to watch Trading Places instead at my place. I think that New Year's Eve is overrated anyway. People seem to think it must be the best night of the year, but all you usually get is a lot of drama and a solid hangover. My New Year's resolution was not to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve anymore. And it looks like I'm not going to break it. But don't let that ruin your evening.
It won't. We'll have a good old party and start the new year with a bang. And that hangover will clear up in no time with a New Year's Day walk in the snow.
Shall I remind you of this when you're curled up on the couch under a blanket? Sorry, Meredith. Your father's memory needs a little grease between the hinges.
Like starting the car in time before going to Moe's?
Bingo!
Okay, guys, I won't hold you up. Have a great evening and a Happy New Year. Love you.
Wow.
Beautiful people, may I have your attention for half a minute? First of all, welcome to Moe's. We're excited to celebrate the last few moments of 1985 together with you. It was quite an undertaking to host this New Year's Eve party, and a costly one at that. So, if you feel inclined to end the year on a generous note, you know where the tip jar is. We've got snacks and drinks aplenty. So I'm sure that even the grumpiest so-and-so will be able to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming. Cheers.
Well, if it isn't my favorite KNW6 news team.
In the flesh.
Hi, Thomas.
Nice tuxedo, Gabriel.
Thank you. And thanks for making sure I got it. I put it on right after I got out of that shower.
He toweled off first. Don't worry.
There we go. Champagne for my real friends and real pain for my sham friends.
Hi, Connor. So, is the segment on Providence Oaks in the can yet?
Almost, my friend. Still have to shoot the countdown to the new year. Hopefully that gives us the ending we need. I've been promised a spectacle.
Easy on the alcohol there, Connor. We still need you on camera. Can't have you slurring your words.
Slurring my words? Whatever do you mean, Ilsa?
Quit fooling, you guys. It's getting close to midnight. Let's set up and get ready.
Showtime. Okay, getting into character. See you on the flip side, mailman.
Hi, honey. There goes that Connor Price. Would you believe the motel had to custom order a blow dryer just for him? They tipped generously, though. Oh, is that Beth sitting over there? Let's join her.
Good evening, my dearest of friends. Almost time for Auld Lang Syne, eh? Did you know that Auld Lang Syne was written down by Robert Burns in the 18th century? And that he based it on an old Scottish folk song? He wrote it to a different melody than the one we sing today, but I have to say, I do like this version. And it's often sung after a special dinner where haggis is served. Would you believe?
I don't think I've ever heard it. But then again, I only listen to the car radio.
Didn't they used to sing that at your grandma's around New Year's? Yes, you don't remember? Your uncle would sing completely off key.
Oh, that I remember. And not just around New Year's.
Oh, my friends, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Well, whatever the future brings, this old acquaintance here will be hard-pressed to ever forget you two.
Same here, Beth.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be able to forget you if we tried. Not that we tried, of course. And like you said at Christmas dinner, even if the reasons for change are sometimes out of our hands, let's focus on the new beginnings that come along with them.
And what better time for new beginnings than New Year's Eve?
Attention, folks! It's showtime! If you want to see the biggest fireworks show west of the Rocky Mountains, you better be standing outside in about 10 minutes.
That's my cue. From a little spark may burst a flame, as Dante once put it. But I need to visit the ladies' room first, or I'll turn into a pumpkin. See you outside.
Isn't she marvelous? I'm so happy for her, but I am going to miss Bethany.
So will I. But she'll still be around for a while, so it won't be too abrupt.
It makes me feel a bit melancholic. Even more than I usually am on New Year's Eve. This odd feeling of looking back and forward at the same time, and now I'm doing that over a much longer period than just the coming and going of the year.
I know what you mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to have something to look forward to.
And we sure have something to look forward to, don't we? I guess that's what's most important in life. But let's enjoy the here and now instead. Our wise and beautiful daughter just taught us not to demand that this should be the best evening of the year. But we're allowed to try it, right? So this is where my speech ends, my dear husband. And now I need a glass of champagne.
I'll drink to that, and to you, and all the good things the new year will bring us. Maureen, I need champagne. For me and my beautiful wife.
You got it, sir. Just grab your glasses and join me in the bottle outside. It's less than a minute now.
20 seconds on go, Mr. Price. Go.
And so, 1985 draws to a close. With mere seconds left in the year, I've been told this little lake town will strive to end 85 with a bang. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Holy Toledo! Ilsa, are we hitting this?
Somebody check on Frank!
And that sure sounds like a delicious eggnog recipe.
Hurry up, dear. It's coming up next.
Yes, don't get too excited now. It's just a preview, remember?
And now, a man with a very special New Year's resolution. And he's going to tell us all about it. Isn't that right, Sybil?
Absolutely, Bob. It's none other than our roving reporter, Connor Price. Connor, my dear, where in blazes are you?
Well, Sybil, I'm in beautiful Providence Oaks, wishing you and Bob and our viewers a joyful 1986. And as for my New Year's resolution, Bob, why, it's my very special price guarantee to all of you that I will be sharing gripping tales and intimate portraits from all over Oregon in an all-new series of special reports on small-town America. Part 1 will air tonight at 8, right here on KNW6. And it will be all about the gorgeous little lake town where I was fortunate enough to spend the waning days of 1985. Here, let's take a look at an exclusive sneak peek. Providence Oaks, an idyllic town by a lake just south of Melville. It's where this reporter counted down to 1986. And although, unfortunately, the fireworks started a little early, so we didn't quite manage to catch them on tape. Take it from me, it was quite the spectacle, courtesy of postal worker Frank Coleman.
Just a faulty batch of leftover 4th of July material, I guess. Not mine, anyway. No siree. But I'm all right, folks. Really, everyone can stop calling me at home. I'm A-OK.
And perhaps that encapsulates the true nature of Providence Oaks, or P.O., as it's called by those who know and love it. It's a town where, even when things don't go as planned, folks will be all right and A-OK.
It's just, we help each other out, and there's nothing we can't fix.
A town where first impressions can be deceiving.
This town may look sleepy from the outside, but trust me, there's always so much stuff to do and take care of. Ugh.
A town where generations have grown up.
It's a great place to raise kids, and also a great place to have been raised as a kid. Myself, I mean. Back when I was a kid, being raised here. Was that okay?
A town where patience is still a virtue.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if this is where I'll find what I'm looking for, but I do know I can keep looking here for as long as I want, and that feels great.
A town full of unique individuals that, deep down, have more in common than you'd think.
The average Providence Okian probably doesn't exist. We do tend to keep to ourselves until someone needs us. Then we show up. Always.
A town you can't help but love.
I just think it's the best place in the whole wide world.
Store manager and chain smoker.
And where everyone has a story to tell.
To me, it's all about the people. Because...
Yes, well, leave it to the mailman to say it best.
This is home.
Indeed.
I hope you all have enjoyed Lake Season's Greeting. Perfect time of year to play this nice, cozy game. And I hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next episodes.